Hi again, everyone. In this video, we're going to pick up where we left off in the last video where we had installed the network automation device and the Ubuntu device, connected them to a switch, and we had then started them up. And we also have consoles to both. And if you recall from the last video, in the network automation device, we saw that Ansible is running, and so is Python. And we also took a look at this Etsy network interfaces, and I said what we can do is uncomment this. We can edit this, uncomment this, and of course set the IP addresses as we wish. So let's press on by doing that. We're going to do that both with the network automation device and with the Ubuntu device. So let's take a look at this. So the way that we can do this is use nano to edit that field, or that file, excuse me. So we're just going to go down here and uncomment the static configuration, and then we'll configure it the way we want. So let's make the address .1.2 and make the gateway .1.1, even though it doesn't exist. We'll leave the name server alone, and let's save that. Okay, perfect. So now if we take a look at the command, we can see that these items are now uncommented. Okay, to actually have them take effect, what we're going to have to do is restart that device. And we'll do that in just a moment. Let's go over to Ubuntu, and let's also edit its configuration. So again, we'll use nano. And we'll come down here and uncomment the static configuration. And now let's put in .1.3. And again, .1.1 is the default gateway, even though it doesn't exist. And save the file. Okay, so if we look at that file, again, it has been changed to 192.168.1.3. And same thing here, this won't take effect until we restart the device. So what I'm going to do is close these consoles. We will stop the device for the network automation and restart it. We'll stop the Ubuntu and restart it. And then we can console back in. Okay. If we do an ifconfig, we should see now the 192.168.1.2 address is indeed set. So perfect. And we should see the same thing on the Ubuntu, but I didn't console to that, so let's console to that. ifconfig, and there it is, 192.168.1.3. So if everything is working properly, we should be able to ping 192.168.1.2. So I'm trying to ping the network automation device, and it looks like it's working great. And of course we can ping back the other way if we wish. 1.3. And yes, we're seeing pings there too. So that is the quick way to get the networking actually up and running. So these devices are on this local area network with the right IP addresses. Again, we did this with the static configuration. You could, if you wished, make this via DHCP. And the easy way to do that, just so you know, I'm not going to actually go through that, but I'll show you how to do it. So what you want to do is add a NAT cloud like this from within GNS3. We can put it anywhere. We'll just put it up here. And then connect that in to the network. And that NAT cloud will act as the DHCP server. And so if you were to go and take a look at this configuration, and again, comment out the static configuration, uncomment the DHCP configuration, what you would see again after shutting down and restarting the two systems, they would actually come up with an IP address assigned out of that cloud. We're not going to do that in our case. We're going to remain with the static. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this NAT cloud. We won't actually be using that. We're going to use static configuration throughout the lab systems that we do in the course. Okay, so again, we have this little network up and running. What's left to do at this point is really to add some routers and add some further configuration to it, which we'll do in another video. Hope this helped.